Welcome to TAG,
Technology,
Automotive,
and Gaming.
and today we're fixing the clock spring?
The clock spring, yes.
Clock spring. It's a Prius thing. Prius thing.
No, it's an all cars thing. All cars have clock springs, so when you spin the steering wheel,
Oh.
you have all your buttons and the horn work. Way back when, all the way when the horn was in the center,
Right.
they had a clock spring.
Okay, I didn't know that. Mine's never broken, so, you know.
And we're gonna install it right after this.
How pretty wash. Look at Derek.
Whoa!
TAG, you're it.
What you will need for this is a screwdriver, a little small screwdriver
Flathead.
for pride.
Yes.
So a set of Torx. Whoops. There they all
Then
go.
on the floor.
Ratchet with a couple of different sockets, and the sockets will be used for a steering wheel puller. You can pick this up at any automotive store. So, with that said, let's get started. First thing you'll do,
Just unplug the battery.
yes, unplug the battery. So let's go back and unplug the battery.
Right, so the Prius, you unplug, pop this off, and you just unplug it.
I mean, there's no ratcheting involved, huh?
You can if you choose to.
Just disconnect the ground,
It's the main.
or disconnect the hot.
I'm trying to get both. The ground doesn't want to come out. So
Maybe you need a little muscle.
muscle. I have muscle. There's the button. You gotta press the button, and the button's down the bottom, and it doesn't want to. There we go. There.
No, there's no power in the car.
No more power.
See? No lights.
No power. Power is gone.
Right, now that he unplugged the power, we are going to take our flathead
Flathead,
and we will
not fathead.
flathead. We're going to pop these little doors off that are under here. Pop this door off right here. See, that just flies off. And then this door
We've got a fathead.
right there, that doesn't fly off, but
Because your cruise control is in the way.
it just slides off like that. Now if you see here, we have this little Torx we gotta get a hold of. Get
Hard
into.
to see, but
But you can actually see it over here. See right there, that little Torx right there. We're going to take a Torx that fits that and unscrew it. Simply, if you have a ratchet Torx, or if you have a screw Torx, it might be a little bit more difficult. Might have to use a little work. But a ratchet Torx, you just pop your extension and the Torx on, and you undo the Torx. They do that so that not any old person goes in there and tries to tamper with your steering wheel and remove your steering wheel from you.
I don't know why anyone would do that. It's kind of.
Anyway, if you want to get that side,
Yes, I will.
we'll get that side and be all set. Pretty much just need to break it loose. And then you don't have to ratchet it. There you go. So if you see here, you can either in here, just try to pull this out. See that right there? That's where the connectors, these two
Yes,
fly.
indeed. Pull out.
Or what I just simply do is you take the screwdriver, you get in here and pull that up for the hot, pull that up for the ground, and then they'll simply pop off. And then we have the horn right here.
Pulls out. Pull out.
Pulls off like that. And that is our airbag and horn assembly. Put that right there safely on the floor.
And then.
Always better to put the airbag so it's pointing up and not so it's pointing down. Because if it's pointing down, this thing shoots up, you're gonna have a projectile object if it goes off. So always up, just in case. So
there's the clock spring. Right in there.
There are the clock strings in there. So what we have to do now, we have to remove the center center nut. We have to remove the center nut. Grab a 19mm socket for a Toyota Prius. Now all cars different, so but we need to remove the center bolt, and this is a 19mm. So I use deep socket because it gives me a little bit extra leverage
and length. You know, the ladies love the length.
And we just
have a buddy to hold the steering wheel.
Break it loose and twist her off. Now, after we get this bolt off, or nut off, whatever you want to call it, you're all gonna think, oh, this comes off, right? No.
No.
We need a steering wheel puller. And you can pick that up, auto store, auto shop, and you pretty much find, comes with a kit with a bunch of different bolts. You find the bolt or screw here and twist it, and that looks like those are going to be it.
It is too big.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it must be the ones with the washers. I've used them before. Yep, that's it. So you take and you pull this part most of the way out, and you just, there's usually 2 screws on the or 2 bolt joints where you just screw your,
on older cars,
what would you call it, a bolt?
Yeah, bolt.
Whatever.
It's like a bolt.
Yeah.
On older cars, there's 3 points.
Yeah, so older cars do have 3 points. But like as you can see here, there's a place to screw it in, both right there. Older cars do have 3 points. So you just screw them in there. Now, it doesn't have to be crazy tight, but you have to have enough threads in there. And mine, since it's American, has a...
It's not American. It's Japanese.
No, but this tool's American, so it's a half inch.
Before you do that, you should fix the pullets, not in the sockets.
It doesn't matter, it's really loose. We're not tightening these. You don't over tighten these, you just lightly tighten these down so enough threads are in there. Because if you go too crazy, then you could break something. And you don't want to break one of these inside there, so.
Because then you're fucked.
Yeah. So then you take it, you take your center shaft. Take your center shaft here and
She said.
you line it up with the hole in the bolt.
Problem lining her up there?
I feel like there's a piece of the steering wheel puller missing. And yes, we did. We missed the tip.
You like to buy cheap beer.
And yes, we forgot the tip of the steering wheel puller. That allows it to spin. You just pretty much get her tight against the washers here before we grab our next socket.
Does it come with optional tips for different cars?
No, this isn't the standard flat tip. I know some have a point. Depends on what steering wheel puller you have.
Right.
And then I need a 5/8 for this type of steering wheel puller.
That American bullshit.
You know, they can't be all the same. But, and a couple of ratchets here, and that's it. She comes right off. Hardly any work at all. So
she came real easy, you know. Not all cars are like that. Just this one.
Now some actually take a lot of work to bust off.
You gotta really work it. Put all the full play in there. But this one came right off. Just like that. Right off, did it?
Probably even went a little too tight on her bolts, but
tight.
You pull your steering wheel puller off. Don't lose any of the parts, and we're done with that. And then your steering wheel comes out.
You're still connected.
You still gotta unplug some pieces. Now each car is different. Depends on what ones.
We have radio controls and
radio
controls,
horn here that plugs into there, and then another buttons on the car. And then you just could unplug those, but I just let those load through because it seems easier. Now we have no steering wheel, and here's our clock spring. This is the thing that is broken.
Sometimes the horn pumps on its own.
Now we need a Phillips screwdriver. Yep. Now we have to remove the screws in the center dash to get to our clock spring. To remove this plastic crap. And that just pulls down. I don't need to get it all the way out. And this should just pull up. And able to access our clock spring. Sometimes it helps if you make it so the dash goes down a bit. Alright, so it looks like this one's just kind of tabbed in there. You pull these two tabs out. And there's a third one up here. And yeah, unplug it too though. So that unplugs the accessories. This one unplugs the horn or the airbag. Make that one a little bit more difficult to get out. I can't get that one out.
Need to walk it.
Oh, I need the screwdriver here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's spring loaded.
Right.
This one's spring loaded. So you may have a spring loaded one when you do yours. But this is junk. There's no way I could ever line this back up. And it's a very good, important thing to say. This orange plug, never pull this until it's already installed. So now, because this is center, so now we're ready to install our new one. And it actually will line up just perfect because as long as you don't like put your steering wheel back on, start the car, start it on the road, wherever the old one was, this will be exactly in the same spot. Push it on.
Plug up.
Plug her up, which we should probably plug this one up first.
I was gonna say that, but I thought you might say something.
That's alright, she's in. Plug the white one in. And this one comes with two new airbag plugs. So now we put our plastic crap back on, line all the screw holes up and whatnot.
Just
that
right.
in.
Oh, just right. Just right.
There, that's back on. Now we have our plastic stuff back on. We pull this plug.
And don't move it too much.
Don't move it too much.
Right.
Now, our fun steering wheel. Time to put that back on. Whoever
It's not
knew,
a flappy paddle, it's a cruise control.
actually a pretty simple job. Doesn't take that long to do. Yep. Just snaps off. And put the steering wheel back on.
Oh, look at
And
that.
you take a bolt removed. Start spinning that back on.
Ooh. Baby, baby, baby. Oh.
And I believe we said that was a 19 millimeter. Take our 19 and get it back on here.
And then that press fit,
This you don't have to be shy about.
because now we're press fitting it with the torque of the 19mm. You want me to hold it?
Yeah, you want to hold that for me?
There you go.
I don't think you can break it. You'll break the tool before you break the steering wheel. But it should be press fit on. I'm sure there's some torque specs you should torque this at. But I've done this a few times because I keep buying cheap center columns and they keep breaking on me. And it has not fallen off on me yet. So, now you plug your little plugs back in. That one goes there. I guess that one goes there. Perfect.
Airbag.
Now we put our airbag, plug the horn in first, and then
Glad I'm not there.
we will plug that there, and the black one on the black one, and then you just simply push these yellow tabs down, and it should be in there. And then put your airbag back in,
And you use the torque.
and we grab
Back
the
together.
torque, which is somewhere down here. There it is. Grab our Torx, which in this case is a T30. And
I hold it down. You have to fiddle a little bit to get it in just right.
there that one's on. Torque tight. Whoa, maybe we should wait to tighten it down. That one. I gotta get it in first. There, and that one's in. That one twisted on. Tighten them down. Just a little snug tight. Nothing crazy. And last but not least, our cover's back on. I'll put this side on first. Put that in like there. And then put this one on over here. Anyways, you put that one back on and snap her in like that. Perfect. There. All right. Well, let's connect the battery and see what happens.
Right, so connecting the battery, just as easy as disconnecting it. Actually easier. Plug it in, and plug her in, and we have power.
But no explosions. That's good. We should get a horn. Let's see if we get a horn. We got a horn. Power. And our airbag light went away. And all our functions should work now properly. So that is how you change the clock spring
In a 2007 Toyota Prius.
And you can do this almost in any car you got.
And
It may involve a little bit more work, but instead of taking it to a shop, this literally can take you only about an hour, maybe 2 hours for an unexperienced person. It took us, what, 30 minutes? What'd you say?
Yeah, about 30 minutes. And I just say though, for 2007, this thing's a piece of shit. Just saying. It's not that old.
Then why do you want it?
Because it's cheap as balls.
Anyways, I'm Tristan.
I'm Shane.
And tag
You're it.
Feels. It feels. It feels in his gut. He's got feelings, emotions. He's a very deep man. Very deep. I feel like I need a drink.
Hey, look, it's beer.